What is OCTF? OCTF is a website that we use to store all of our information for the online certification for telecoms fraud courses. You can find that at the URL below. To locate the OCTF site, again, you're going to put in that URL, online-telco-fraud.com, in a browser. So, now that I've done that, it's going to bring me here. Now, I just want to let you guys know that there are two versions of our websites. There's a production version and there's a development version. Production is obviously what's in production, it's what's being viewed. It's actually on the internet. Development is where we make our edits, and this also includes two sides as well. There's a front end and a back end. We do this so we can make sure that everything looks good and that all the information is correct. What the back end is where we actually make the edits, and the front end is where we can view what the web page will look like to the viewers. So I'm just going to go through and show you what that'll look like. So the web page I actually brought you to is the production site, and what you're going to want to do is once you have gotten there, you're going to want to bookmark this, put it in a folder so you can access it easier, because you're going to be using it a lot. So first though, after I show you this production site, I'm going to take you to the front end of our development site. So a way to get there is, it's a different URL than our production site. It's GRAPA-Admin.info/octave. So this is what we use Joomla 6 to make edits. The front end, I'm just going to explain again, this is where we can view what the web page will look like to the viewer. So this is going to look pretty much the same as the production site, so it's very important that you're keeping track of what URLs you're using for what tasks. For example, if you're going to make an ad and you want to link it to the OCTF website, you don't want to link it to the development site, you want to link it to the production site. The back end, you can access it a different way. Again, the back end is where we actually make our edits. You're going to type in grapa-joomla6.info/octave/administrator. So once you're at the login screen, you're going to type in your information that you'll be given and just log in. And here you can see the back end. This is where we make our edits. There's a bunch of tabs up here where you can access different components of the web page. An article is an actual web page. You give your media manager. So just looking through all these tabs will be very helpful to you, so you can get familiar with what the back end will look like and where you can make all your edits. So basically, the steps into creating a web page is you're going to make your edits on the back end of the development site, and then you're going to view those edits on the front end, and once those edits are approved, they're going to be put into migration. And migration is a process of just taking the edits that you made and putting them on the actual production site, and that's it. So now we're just going to do a walkthrough of the OCTF site, just so you can get familiar with what kind of information is going to be given and what kind of information you want to be putting on there. So now that we've explained what the production site and the development site is, I'm going to do a walkthrough of the OCTF website. So here I just went to the production side of it, and OCTF stands for Online Certification for Telecoms Fraud. So this is obviously where we store information for the online certification courses for telecoms fraud. So this is just the home page. We have some images here. Pretty simple. And over here we have a module with different tabs that'll take you to different web pages, storing different information. So let's just go through that. So here we have our home. Under that we have our certification tab. This shows certification for professionals, certification options, and why online. So this takes you to those web pages giving that information. Under that we have our programs tab. It gives you an overview of the OCTF program, what it's like, and how to get certified. Under that tab we have our curriculum tab. This is where all the classes are listed, and if you click on one of those, it'll take you to a course overview page for that specific class, just giving you more information. So this is important for the people who are visiting the site, so they can get a feel of what they will need for their training. Next, we have the Get Ready tab. There's a Get Ready checklist. This is important for all the students to do before they attend the class, so it's important that they know that they have to do those things. Get Ready recap, so that's what's in that tab. Next we have our About GRAPA tab. There's GRAPA mission, services, faculty, GRAPA alumni, testimonials. Very useful. And next we have our active upcoming scheduled tab. Now what this does is this takes us to a generator where we can select our time zone, and we will get a chart listing the class dates and times specifically for the time zone. So let's say I'm in Africa. Set my time zone. And here this will take me to the chart with the dates of the classes that are available, and the times in my time zone, and an option to register. So it's very self-explanatory and useful for the viewers. The next button we have our download full catalog. This is where you can download the PDF for basically all the information on our active courses. So there's a lot here that can be useful. And next we have tuition information. And below that we have our student portal. This lists the classes that are going on, and this is where the students of the class go to access their tests, to enter the class. So this is very important. So once you click on that, if I was a student, I'd come here, I'd enter the classroom, I could see who's in the class, I can download sites, take tests, and see kind of a little bit of a class overview. So now you're up to speed on what the Active website is and what it is used for.